Bowl Sunday is right around the corner, and since my team exited early from the playoffs, I'm mainly looking forward to the commercials and the grub. So here's my picks for the top 5 snacks for Super Bowl Sunday. Number 5, chicken wings. I have this at 5 for 2 reasons. 1, I just don't like most wing sauces. Especially buffalo sauce. Yeah, come on. Yeah, it almost seems contradictory that someone who's constantly bitching about underflavored and underspiced foods wouldn't like a little tang on his wings, but for whatever reason, I've always liked my chicken plain, or at most with barbecue sauce. And the other reason is I've always felt these were a bit too heavy for a snack. If I finish most restaurant portions of these, there's zero chance I'd be hungry for the entree. And if you like these for a meal, well, refer back to my first reason. Number 4, chips and salsa. Here's a few crunchy kernels of knowledge. Chips and salsa became the official state snack of Texas in 2003 by a House resolution. And while it's difficult to nail down exactly when this power couple first became a duo, salsa can be traced all the way back to ancient Mesoamerica, though it didn't really become a dip until the early 1900s. Tortilla chips also have a long storied history, going back to the Mayans. In America, tostados began finding their way into Southern California restaurants in the early 1900s, and tortilla chips were first produced commercially in the late 40s. For this video, I've chosen to highlight scoops, which, in my humble opinion, is the most efficient vehicle for transporting the maximum amount of salsa into your mouth. And for the dip, I chose Tostitos Chunky Habanero Salsa. And I'll give it this much, unlike the vast majority of mainstream salsa, this one isn't American spicy. Now, I'm not saying it competes with Middle Eastern or most foods considered spicy in other countries, but on the adjusted global spice scale, which is a metric I just made up, I'd put it somewhere between medium and hot salsa. Number 3, popcorn. And speaking of kernels, I've been dying to pull my old-timey popcorn machine out of retirement, and today's the day. Something about this fun little slice of Americana is intensely nostalgic for me. It brings up happy memories. And much like chicken wings, I like my popcorn relatively bland. I mean, I love caramel popcorn as much as the next guy, but that aside, I prefer popcorn without much butter or any flavoring to speak of. Just popped kernels with a few sprinkles of salt. So to make this popcorn, I'll add 1/2 cup of kernels and 4 tablespoons of oil. And from there, we play the waiting game.
No, the waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
I have to say, there's few things better than fresh homemade popcorn right from the popper. Number 2, mozzarella sticks. I'm a soup guy, and I especially love a good chowder or bisque. But those aside, I'd say my number 1 appetizer from chain restaurants is mozzarella sticks. I mean, it's got everything. A breading that's fried to perfection, and in my humble opinion, the greatest cheese on the planet. You can keep your Gouda, Pule, or Mousse cheeses, and I'll be over here enjoying my mozzarella and its 22% fat content. And here's a nugget that'll blow your mind. The idea of frying cheese in batter dates back to 1393 in medieval France. That's right, a mere 4 decades after the Black Death wiped out a third of Europe, someone invented a tasty little treat that centuries later would highlight the menu at TGI Fridays. And the number 1 snack for Super Bowl Sunday, pigs in a blanket. Putting aside bacon-wrapped scallops, bacon-wrapped franks, or bacon anything, since we run a quasi-kosher household, my absolute favorite hors d'oeuvre is pigs in a blanket. And the great thing is, it's a snack for all seasons or occasions. You're just as likely to find these at a wedding as someone's man cave on game day. For my purposes, I went with Hillshire Farms mini beef sausages and Pillsbury crescent rolls. You'll start by unraveling the dough in each pre-cut bit, and while I normally subdivide it into 2 or 3 pieces, since this is mostly for show, I'll use the whole crescent roll. Admittedly, that makes it more blanket than pig, but with Pillsbury crescent rolls, you won't hear me complaining. 10 to 12 minutes later, and you've got the perfect game day snack or for pretty much any event or occasion. They're just that good. Thanks for joining me for this look at the top 5 snacks for Super Bowl Sunday. As always, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and enjoy the game.